Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Aries, all aspects and all the cross watcher, okay? We're going to be doing it differently. This is going to be timeless. It's going to be whenever you see it, this is your message, okay? So basically, if you're a regular subscriber of mine, this message will be valid up until the next set of readings. So let's say, for example, you check Aries and or Scorpio. Those messages will be valid until Pisces, the last reading is posted, and then the next lot is up. Remember, this is general, okay? This is potentially not going to resonate with every single Aries watching. Please be advised that is obviously impossible. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that, but I mean, it's probably unlikely. So just use discernment. This is general. Again, the only way you can guarantee this is going to be for you if you get a personalised reading. Information is in the description box if you do want to book. Let's jump in, Aries. Let's see what is going on for you guys. I feel like you've got quite a lot going on here. I'm getting a headache, as in you could be stressing out, worrying, overthinking, over analyzing. Take your time. You need to take your time with this. Let's have a look for Aries. What is the message for Aries, Spirit? What is the message for Aries, please? What's the theme? What is the most sort of obvious theme that's coming in right now for Aries and or the cross watcher at the time when they watch? Show me, Spirit. There could be some dealings with a Libra that you could be having. I'm getting Libra energy here as well. Let's see. Or, again, I know we're in Libra season. Okay. We've got South Node here, which is about karma. South Node is about life's debts. South Node is currently in Sagittarius. It's about to transition into Scorpio, which is going to be around December time. So if you've got strong Sagittarius and or Scorpio placements, we've got part of fortune reversed and Neptune reversed. So part of fortune is obviously wealth. There could be some kind of discrepancy around abundance and or your money situation right now. And this again, why do I want to say this is about worth? Because we've got Neptune in the reverse and that's sacrifice in the reverse. So it's like someone's, again, we've got Moon and Soul. So let's pull some more cards here, what this relates to. Let's grab, we've got the new deck here. The new deck is the Galactic Heritage cards. Okay, so we're going to try that one out. We also have another new deck as well. If you do want to contribute to the channel, the Amazon wishlist is in the description box. If you do want to purchase a deck for the reads, that would be much appreciated. And also my PayPal is in the description as well if you want to donate. Okay, let's have a look. So Spirit, for Aries reads, what is the situation here? What is going to be happening? What is the significance? We've got a balance in the reverse, and then we've got force of attraction. Right. What is this Moon Soul in the reverse here? We've got forgiveness and gratitude and complete surrender. And what is this part of fortune reversed? And what is the sacrifice Neptune card in the reverse about? Okay, we've got abandonment issues here. But it's abandonment of the self, self-observance. So what are you not being present for? What are you putting your onus and emphasis on that isn't you? Because it's like you're putting your energy into something here that is, you're forcing the issue. And because of that, you're blocking movement. You're not spending time alone to understand this situation. And it's like you're trying to force the issue. There's no balance here in this. There's no surrender, and there's no... I want to look into the forgiveness and gratitude card a little bit more as well. Let me get this other deck for that. This is the Karma cards by Monty Farber. This deck I've had my eye on for a while, but again, this is based on me putting money back into the channel. that I bought these cards. So let's see, what is this forgiveness and gratitude? What is for Aries forgiveness and gratitude about here? What is the forgiveness? Interestingly, we've got Sagittarius coming up again. Okay. Now we've got the North Node, which is about destiny. So this is about moving out of that energy and into the learning process. This is about something to understand. Understanding your highest ideals, understanding what you won't sacrifice and what is within the realms of movement and what isn't. Again, it could be about family values. It could be what you have held dear or what you've been programmed to believe versus something that is stretching you out of your comfort zone. Because there's definitely something here that's pushing you out of your comfort zone here and you're not quite sure how to deal with this. Let me get some. Also, sometimes I feel like you may need space, but it's like rather than taking space, you're holding on to something. We're going to use this deck here, which is the Druid Craft Tarot deck, and this was the deck I took to Stonehenge with me. I'm hoping it still has the energy. I'm being told it does, and so this is, you guys are using this deck now for this reading. So as I say, there's something very special about this deck now that I've taken it to Stonehenge, because like I said, when I was holding it the other day, I was like, okay, the energy is still here then. So we need to understand, what is this? Give us more information about what all this transition is about. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, I've just realised there's... Sorry, people. We can't... Sometimes we've got to be... you know, some people don't really... This is about Aquarius energy and healing. I'm not going to go into why I've just said all that, but yeah, there's this is about Aquarius energy and healing. The confines of what is being left behind. This is about coming out of an old way of thinking and doing into, look at that, we've got the moon. So this is the feminine. This is about the wounded feminine being released and healed. Okay, so let's say, for example, you were in a family dynamic whereby there was strong feminine energy that taught you a certain way. There is possibly situations coming up around you that is going to be testing to see what you've learned, what you will sacrifice, what you will compromise on, and what you won't. But at the moment, they're asking you to put yourself into balance, ready for this. Because there's some kind of abandonment wound here that is being neglected or ignored, and then people are putting energy into certain things expecting a result when the old way has to be reworked here. And again, it's like finding external finding things external to ourselves that help us isn't a way of fixing an internal problem, and I feel like that might be coming up as well. So if you're drawn to like quick fixes that again make you feel good for 2 minutes, and then suddenly, you know, that this is what it's asking you to look into here. Get some alone time and figure out where that applies to you. We've also got, what is this forgiveness and gratitude here, please? What is the forgiveness? Okay. Okay, you need to be careful of misunderstandings and misinterpretations at this point in time, especially where we are in Mercury in retrograde, possibly at the time you're watching this. Again, if that isn't the case when you're watching it at a later date, then for some of you that will be relevant though. If not, you could be watching it around Gemini or Virgo season. But someone's misinterpreted a situation here, or is about to. Someone is about to walk into a test where it's going to be presented in a certain way and you're going to jump in. But is it actually what is it seems, or are you following a previous programming that you have been brought up in? You need to be careful that this isn't, you're not jumping straight into a trap here. That's how I want to say it. Because it doesn't feel like... It doesn't, it just feels like someone is going to hear something and is going to, it's an old past life test that someone's going to jump into, and it's not, it may not be what you think it is. And then by the time you know, kind of articulate it, it's because you're out of balance. You're also, it could be based on, we'll get a bit more information on that, but it could be based on something that you feel isn't moving forward. And so the information that is presented to you, put it this way, there's a lot of misinformation around at the moment, because this is all testing you to see. Remember, we saw Neptune in reverse. Neptune is also about illusions, right? So just be careful, again, especially with the part of fortune in the reverse, that, again, that could be at the expense of you, right? So don't jump into something at the expense of losing something because you've assumed a situation when it isn't accurate. And especially, I know, with me being Mars and Mercury in Aries and an Aries Taurus cusp, we are the first ones to jump into something, and then afterwards we're like, oh, okay. So just be careful that you're not taking the bait here, because I do love you, Aries. You always seem to make me smile, but you know, don't get sucked into that. I'm trying to find what this card is because it's perplexing me in this deck. Here we go. This is alchemy, magic, going to extremes, harmony, peace. So I'm assuming this is about justice. Harmony and successful in creative endeavour. You may be in a position to restore harmony among competing factions. Maintaining a feeling of deep peace may be sufficient at this point. Waters of inspiration and contentment flow freely between your conscious and subconscious self. There is nothing in particular you need to do. So there's a battle here of your conscious versus your subconscious. All right. And so now we're aware of that. Be careful. And the subconscious could be, again, ego, right? Where possible abandonment wounds are coming up. There could be a need to want to have like freedom. And then does that come at the expense of hurting people, or does it come at the expense of a misalignment in values? Maybe this is your person is wanting freedom and you're pushing up against that. Let's have a look. Let's get some more cards here. For Aries spirit, please. Yeah. So this is about an alignment of values. This is about removing disappointment after an initial possible perceived letdown or literal letdown, and then reassessing what something means to you, what has longevity, what is valuable, what isn't valuable, what can you sacrifice, what won't be sacrificable. Like, let's say, for example, your love interest is not performing or showing you exactly what you want, right? What is the reasons? Is it because they just don't care? Or is it because they do care but the timing might be off, or there's other issues? Because then that's when you have to start looking at what is within the realm of adjustable, you know, what you can adjust and what you can't, what you can compromise and what you can't. My guide's just saying, just don't do this just for the sake of, well, I spoke to X, Y, and Z, and they told me this is that my boundaries need to be put down. And that's great, but like, we need to get more information here about what the specifics are of this, because I feel like there's a risk of people jumping in head first, and then we haven't really seen the whole picture, you know. What is the situation about, please, for Aries? Give us more information here. Again, someone could be putting too much time and energy into work. Okay, this is the workaholic card. So there could be an avoidance here to look at the real problem. Or again, the values, putting more time and energy into work and not energy into you. Maybe someone doesn't give you quality time. But this is the thing. It's like, let me get more on that. Yeah, look, balance. So again, what did I say right at the beginning about Libra? There's a lot of Libra energy here. And I know we're in Libra season. But it's like for you guys, because again, don't forget, Aries is opposing Libra. So this energy right here could have been throwing all kinds of stuff up in the air for you. And again, don't forget, this is meant to help align you, not throw you further off track. Let me get another deck. Let me get another deck here. I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got a helicopter. Suddenly, and can I just say as well, your reading was on hold because all kinds of noise. Everyone decided as soon as I was about to record this, all kinds of noise. And now there seems to be all kinds of noise. So there could be internal, because again, there's no coincidence what happens in these readings. There could be some internal struggles. Maybe you aren't quite sure. And again, don't forget, air sign, Libra. Can you hear that? That's really loud as well. Right, show me what else for Aries, please. What is this workaholic and balance for Aries? What else do we need to be aware of, please, for the Aries message? Can you hear that? The devil. This is ego, can be ego. But can you see on this deck, we've got a polarization. It's like you've got an angel and devil here, right? And we've also got the King of Swords, which is, again, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with the Ten of Wands. So it could well be that you're dealing with somebody who is out of balance, and because they're out of balance, they're throwing you out of balance, and then you're being asked to kind of navigate this and ask and assess what it is long term that you feel you need. Don't be triggered just because that your wounds are being triggered. You know, heal those. But I feel like they're saying surrender. You could be seeing something that you don't like the idea of. You could be catching somebody out here. Maybe they're telling you they're at work, but really they're doing something else and you're about to find that out. Dishonesty. Could even be over the internet. You find out some information. There's definitely a truth coming out here. Maybe you ignored the signs of a situation and so that's about to be revealed, you know. Let's see what else for. Again, we've got the Lovers, so there could be a potential another love interest with the Four of Swords here that, again, this person has battled with. It doesn't have to be another person. This could be a lifestyle. This could be them and work. That they're, again, don't forget, this is about a balance between the conscious and the subconscious. So they could be in an avoidant energy and then you're mirroring them. So what I would say to you is if that is the case, if this is resonating, put yourself in a balance and observe how they react. If they're then balancing themselves out, then you know that that's contributing. If you see them out of balance and you're not leading and putting yourself in balance, then you're probably going to have to observe them getting more and more out of balance, especially if they are a counterpart energy or a long-term partner or something. But again, especially if it's, remember, long-term family situation and or a commitment, someone, again, could be putting priorities in totally different places here. And again, don't forget we had sacrifice in the reverse and part of fortune. So someone could be sacrificing themselves to earn money just to prove a point. And again, this could be part of an insecurity, a subconscious desire or need, a drive. And that could be affecting your relationship. It doesn't have to be an affair. It could just be that they're putting more energy into work. And therefore, you know, that's also self-sabotaging, because then when you're not putting energy into, you know, yourself or a relationship, that's also could be causing issues too. Let's have a look what else for Aries, the spirit. What other messages for Aries before we close this out? What else for Aries, please, for this message? We've got the Ten of Swords, so a cycle ending. An Ace of Swords in the reverse, so this is about dishonesty. And we've got the King of Cups. Do you know what I think this is? I think this is somebody who has tried to distract themselves, a masculine that's tried to distract themselves because of they're scared to acknowledge their feelings, right? And so they've put every energy into work, into third part. Like, maybe this is not for everyone, but for some people for third parties, some people partying, some people lifestyle. But the buck stops here. It's like there's nowhere else for this person to go. And they can't lie to themselves anymore. That maybe they've been like saying they haven't had feelings. That maybe they've been denying their feelings. maybe before they put it into work and work's closed up. It's like spirit are removing all these things that this energy, you or another person, has put energy into. And now there's a reveal, because it's like, oh, I do have feelings, because there's a cycle closing with this Ten of Swords. So where someone was lying before about their feelings and trying to avoid it and trying to put their energy into everything else, this is about to close out, and they're about to reveal their true feelings. And that's because, like I said, a balance between the conscious and the subconscious. There's a balance here. There's an integration. There's an alignment. Interestingly, the fact that this helicopter... do you know what's really interesting? Because do you know how I'm reading that? It's like, land already. Just land already, right? But it's like someone wants to see what's going on, but they haven't quite made up their mind yet of what they're doing. This is that energy. It's like, you know, like a little fly, an annoying fly, you know? It's like, oh, will you just make your mind up? And this is how they're coming across, is it's like, just make your mind up already. But they're going to. So between now and the next set of Aries reads, someone, a group of you, a collective of you, your personal you, is going to be making your mind up and revealing your true feelings. And rather than staying in this egoic viewpoint, someone's dropping into their heart center and is going to accept the feelings once and for all. Let me pull one more card for you, just because this is like already a lovely message, and because I like the vibes, obviously, because you guys are Aries, of course. I love the vibes of Aries. I always love Aries. There's something about you guys. I don't think I've ever met an Aries I haven't got on with. So, right, let's see. Let's see. What else for Aries? The lovely Aries, please. What else do we want to give to Aries? Yeah, look. Yes, okay. So this is all part of the learning experience, right? But to get them to see this, this is what you need to be doing. Take a step back. This is what you need to be doing, because it's like, let it all happen naturally is basically what's being said here. And again, this is about learning. Go within, let them learn as well at the same time, all right? Hopefully that helps. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.